So today's session is about SEO. What is SEO? People ask. People want to know what is SEO in a very simplified way, in a way that they can understand and remember, in a way that is correct picture of SEO, because SEO has evolved over a period of time. Also want to know how important it is in the year 2020 and going forward. What is the importance of SEO, and should I pursue a career in this area or not, and how much can I earn from it, okay, in terms of money, how much can I earn and be happy and live a nice fulfilling life. So these are some of the questions we'll try to answer, basic questions, and also go into specifics of SEO and certain concepts of SEO. Okay, so basically guys, SEO is nothing but an interaction between you, Google, and people. Okay, now Google, why I say Google is because Google is one of the largest search engines. There are billions of searches happening on Google every day. So billions of searches happening on Google every day, a lot of people going to Google, doing search, trying to find out what they want. And so Google is the primarily the biggest search engine. There is Bing and there is DuckDuckGo and there are others also, but Google is, we will talk about Google because this is the single largest search engine today. And there are, on the other hand, there are people who are looking for things. Okay, and then there is you. Okay, so the intersection between you, Google, and people, this area, the red lined area, this is SEO. Okay, now what I mean by this is very simple. So for example, if you are an e-commerce store, okay, you run an online business, you sell things online, or if you're a blogger who is making money by doing affiliate marketing, who's making money by using Google AdSense. We will talk about AdSense and all, how you can place ads on your blogs, and if somebody clicks on those ads, Google gets some money, and some money Google shares with you. Okay, and so that's Google AdSense in a nutshell. And what if you are a local service provider like a dentist or a plumber, or a tutor who takes tuition classes in your local city? So how you will benefit from people searching on Google? Now this, if you understand this, what's in it for you, what's in it for Google, and what's in it for people, you have understood SEO concept wise. All right. So remember this Venn diagram between you, Google, and people, and we will talk a little more about this Venn diagram as we go along. So remember this diagram in the first session we had in the first class. This is digital marketing, right? In the core of digital marketing, you have your website. Yeah, here it is. So website is the starting point of your digital activities, whether you are a blogger or an e-commerce store, or if you are a local service provider or anybody, affiliate marketer. Your website or your web page is your starting point, as we discussed last time, right? Now after that comes content, SEO, social media, email, and all those areas, right? This entire thing is digital marketing. Okay. So just to refresh your memories, this was marketing, 4 P's, 7 P's. I'll not go into details. You can go and check the video number 1 in the playlist. So just to refresh your memory, this is the starting point is a website. Now the second important point is this point. If you remember in the previous class we discussed about this. This is a fictitious town that you are living in, right? Your own town. This has your store, physical store. Like this is your store, right? Sorry. This is your store. This is your store. And this store is actually your website. Physical store is your shop is your website. Okay. This is the mall, which we remember, which is Amazon, Flipkart, and this is the mall. This is the university, school, or place where you go for fun or for learning. This is your YouTube blog search engine. Remember this search engine? So this is the place where these people go. These people go. The local people go to this place to find out about things. So today we are going to talk about this area, search engine part. Okay, where people go to learn things and for fun, and to find out and to solve the problems. All right. I'm not talking about social media today, right? So remember this. This is your shop. Your objective is to get these people, when they go here to find something, your objective is to get these people here, right, to your shop. So very simple. What you want is, you want high quality traffic coming to your website. every day, every month, okay, every year. And also they should take action, like they should purchase things, or they should leave their email IDs, which becomes like a lead for you. Okay. So what you want is very simple. You want high quality traffic. So what I mean by high quality traffic, there are many types of traffics that you get. Okay. There is high quality traffic, people who come and buy from you, and people who come very regularly, people who buy high value items from you, that is high quality. People who come and immediately leave from your website, that is a low quality traffic, right? You don't want people who just come, while away their time and just leave. So remember your store, that fictitious city. You want good people to walk in into your store, and you want them to come every day, and you want them to buy every day, right? This is what you want. Now, this is what you want. Now, what do you think? What do you think people want? People want free information. People want fast information, and information which helps them take action. People don't want to pay for this information. That's why Google is free, right? You searching on Google, you searching on YouTube, you don't have to pay anything, right? Apparently you don't have to pay anything. So people want free information, fast information, and correct information, so that they can take action. This is important. So what Google wants is very simple. Google want more and more people to come to Google every day. So Google want people to come to Google for search. Google doesn't want people to go to Bing or DuckDuckGo or any of those search engines, right? Google wants them to use Google more frequently and every day. And also, of course, Google is also in the business, so they also want to make some money. Not some money, actually quite a bit of money. But of course, they are helping you, so there's nothing wrong in making money. But this is what Google wants. So what Google will do is Google will punish anybody. Google will punish you, the content provider, if Google feels that you provide sub quality, low quality content which is irrelevant and which is also dated and which is also spammy kind of content. Google will push you back, will throw you out, actually will put you on the last page of the search results, I mean technically speaking, because Google doesn't want people to feel bad. Google loves people, because it's the people who have made Google what it is today. And if people stop coming to Google for search, Google will be nobody, right? So Google wants you, the service provider, the content provider, to give the best quality content which is going to help the users, and they keep coming back to Google. So now what you want, as I said, remember what you want is you want high quality traffic, right? Now on your website, remember your website, this website, on your website, there are two types of traffic that you can get. Okay, there is two type of traffic that you can get on your website. The first traffic is called organic traffic. Okay, organic traffic means people, when they search on Google, okay, they will find your result on the first page, second page, fifth page, whatever page, right? And these are the people who voluntarily came and searched for something. For example, they came and looked, searched for, let's say, uh, best dentist in the city, okay, or best maths teacher in my city, okay, or like best headphones in India, for example. So those are the, that is called the search term. Okay, now that is called the search term, and people come and people use those search terms, and they search for on the Google search engine. Now on the Google search engine, if you remember, you get a lot of results on the page 1, page 2, like that, so many pages. We usually don't go beyond page 1 or page 2 max. That is why your objective is to come to page 1 of Google search result, as a service provider, as a e-commerce guy, as a blogger, right? But there is so much competition, there's so much competition. There are around 2 billion websites today. I mean, some data suggests that there are around 2 billion websites. Now imagine, there are so many websites, so many people are in your area, and every day hundreds of thousands and millions of websites are coming up, and everybody is writing content, right? And everybody is trying to get to the first page of the search result, whatever people are typing to find, right? Now everybody can't be on the first page, right? So Google has some algorithms which actually, I mean, they of course they don't disclose what they use in the algorithms, but Google has they see some around 150 to 200 signals. These are the signals that Google uses to find which content is very good. Okay, and accordingly Google will put you on the first page or second page or 10th page. Okay, and your objective, okay, as a service provider, as a product seller, is to come to the first page, and not only first page, and the first two or three search results called SERP. Okay, SERPs, they are called SERPs. And so everybody is trying for that. There is only so much space, but there is huge competition. Okay, so what do you do now? For example, let's say if you want to sell a table fan, for example. Okay, now if somebody, if you think that, okay, let me now optimize my content. So first of all, if I ask you that you have to sell a table fan, what will you do? You will say, I'll make a website, I will write awesome content, I'll do all the research about fans and table fans and what goes inside a table fan and what makes a best table fan, and then I'll write a nice blog about table fans, and I'll write nice product description about table fan, I'll make good pricing, 4 Ps, right? And I will then sell. Is that the right answer? No. Technically, you have to first find the keywords and then start writing the content. Okay, it's not that if you write a very good blog or a very good article but it is not keyword optimized, then Google will not know what your content is about. Okay, while Google is improving every day and Google has now something called context search and all that. So Google earlier was more like a dictionary, and now it is more like a thesaurus. So the difference is simple. Earlier, if you write table fan, Google would rank you if somebody searches for table fan. Okay, now Google has become very smart, and even if somebody types or uses a search term called pedestal fan, okay, or portable fan, and if you have written an article uh, with using the keyword table fan, but is an awesome article, extremely good article, Google will still rank you. Okay, so gone are the days when keyword stuffing would help. Those black hat techniques. Now there's something called black hat where you would write a blog in which you will use 50 times you will use the keyword or search term called table fan. I have a great table fan. The table fan is black in color. The table fan moves very fast. The table fan is very less noisy. So if you write like that, now it's not going to help. There was a time about 6 years ago, the people used to do this black hat things, and there are other things also. But just to simply explain to you, now the keyword stuffing has to be minimal. At the same time, the content has to be very appealing to the reader. So when you write a content, you have to write for two people, for two entities. You have to write the content for search engine also, the search bot, and you have to, of course, the primary objective is to write for the end user, the reader, actual human being, because the actual human being only buys, and it's the actual human being who is going to pay you. The bot is not going to pay you. So you have to write for end user. At the same time, you have to keep the bot in mind, the Google bot, the search bot. Okay, and you have to sprinkle and use stuff a little bit of keywords. Now there are couple of types of keywords. Okay, one is called, let's say, if you search for, if you target, let's say, if you say that, oh, I'm selling table fans, so let me use the keyword table fan and try to come to the page 1. Why? Because if I come to the page 1, most people searching for table fans or best table fans will find me in on the first page. They will click on the link and they will reach the website, and most of them will buy. Okay, but the problem is, all the big companies, all the big brands, everybody is gunning that keyword. Why? Because that keyword is a huge search volume keyword. So here comes the concept of second concept, which is search volume. So when you target a keyword to rank so that you come on the first page, see the competition of that keyword. Okay, how much is the search volume and how much is the competition? Okay, pardon my handwriting, but what I'm trying to say is that you have to see the competition. So you have to see the competition. If competition is very high, then chances of you coming on page one vis-a-vis, let's say, Bajaj table fans, is very difficult. So what you do is you simply change the keyword that you want to target and not target, let's say, best table fans. What you do is you search the long tail keywords, something called a little longer keywords, like more than 3 to 4 words, 4 to 5 words, like best black table fans with 5 blades, something like that, okay? Or best table fans, black table fans with 5 blades and a remote control, something like that. So those keywords will have a lower search volume because people searching with that kind of specificity would be low. Not many people will be typing that search term, okay, in the Google search bar. Black table fan with a remote control and 5 blades. So while the search volume would be low, but you can come on the first page. So it's like saying that, you are what do you call, andho mein kana raja, something like that, okay? Which means less competition, so you are ranking high. But at least you will rank somewhere and you will have at least some traffic coming to your website. All right. So understand these things. Now there are types of keywords. There is an exact keyword, there is a broad, there is phrase, there are the broad modifier, and there are various types of keywords which will go in the next session. But just to let you know that there are a couple of types of keywords which we can discuss later. And very quickly, the tools. So what are the tools which will tell you what is the search volume of which keyword, okay? And for example, in India, let's say, or you can target, let's say, in the US or in Canada, wherever. So you can also target which geography you're talking about, and you can target, you can find out what is the search volume, okay, and what is the competition score for that keyword. Now there are tools. There is Ahref, there is Uber Suggest. This is free, and this is by a guy called Neil Patel. Now guys, actually do some go to YouTube and find about this guy Neil Patel, okay? And he's very good in SEO. He's been for years, actually, for 5 5 6 10 years. He's actually one of the top guys, Neil Patel, okay? There is Ahref, there is Moz, okay? There is, now these are other tools like keyword.io, keyword anywhere, okay? Also remember this is very very important, Google's own search console. Google search console. Now Google search console will tell you which keywords are people using, or which search terms people are using to come to your website. So which search terms are driving traffic to your website, that Google search console will tell you. For example, you have written about table fans, but search console tells you that most traffic is coming to your website from the search term table fans in India, like that, or table fans in 2020. So now what you can do is you can use that search term which people use to come to your website, and you can rewrite your content in such a way that your this term becomes even more higher up in the rank, okay? So these are some tips that you can use. So basically these are some basic concepts and some tools that I mentioned here. Please go and do some search. You can subscribe to this guy Neil Patel. You can see the videos from Moz. Very good, excellent guys. These are the top guys in this area, and the way they explain things is beautiful. I mean, they very simply explain things. Uh, but sometimes being experts, they have something called knowledge curse or curse of knowledge. So what is curse of knowledge? Means when you are an expert in some area, what you think is that others will understand very complex points, and you will assume that everybody will understand because you are knowledgeable. But so you have to be mindful of this curse of knowledge for these guys, okay? All right, with
Just a
that
point.
I think I'll end the session, and I'm now open for question and answers. uh, right, thank you so much, guys.